Rowney Ball took Darlington by storm in the early days, but now we seem to have a slightly different problem. What is up, guys? Matthew here. Welcome to another episode of our FM24 Road to Glory series as the manager of Darlington, starting from the very bottom and working our way, hopefully, up the football pyramid. As always, a big thank you to everyone who has tuned in to the series, has gave it a chance, and has stuck with it in the early few episodes. We have jumped forward a number of games since the last episode. However, it was a really weird December. Because, first of all, we got Manager of the Month in November. So exactly like in our Middlesbrough career mode, during the beta, first month in management at our new club, we got ourselves Manager of the Month. So we're very good at that initial manager bounce. But since the last game against Rushall, we were meant to have played about 5 or 6 games between now and then, at this point, which is the start of January. But we ended up only playing 2 games in December, because I think 2 games got postponed due to a waterlogged pitch. Another one got postponed or removed and replaced later on in the month to, it might have been because of our opposition's cup competitions and whatever they're doing at the moment in the cup. So we ended up having, I think, 3 of our December fixtures removed. So we ended up having a month gap between games, and we didn't play from the 28th of November to Boxing Day, which was insane. I was sat there thinking, is this game broken? Is this a glitch? And literally game after game after game was just getting postponed, rearranged, and I thought, this is crazy. Anyway, we finally got rolling with games. We played Scarborough Athletic on Boxing Day, and this is a running theme of late. We keep drawing 0-0. I don't know why. We're looking very good at the back. We're not doing anything going the other way. So we drew 0-0 away at Scarborough, who, albeit, were 5th in the league at the time. We then went to Gloucester, who were 8th in the league at the time. So another team towards the top playoffs drew 0-0 again. So it was a very exciting Christmas period and an exciting December for us at Darlington. The Goal of the Month contest was absolutely full of screamers, as you can imagine. Thankfully, we come back on New Year's Day, played Scarborough again. We won 2-1 this time with an Andrew Nelson brace, and then returned to form with another 0-0 away at Kings Lynn. So, you've not missed anything, barring a win at home to Scarborough. And it's been almost a month and a half since we last played, but we've only had 3 games in between, or 4 games. It's a bit bonkers, but this is how the National League North looks. Now, as you can imagine, we have so many games in hand because of what was rearranged, and this is the nature of football at this level, I guess. But we are outside of the relegation zone, which is good. We've clawed our way out of it, only by goal difference. It's very tight, but we have literally a game in hand over Alfreton, 2 games in hand over the 2 teams below us, a couple of games in hand on a couple of teams above us, but then there's the likes of Farsley, who've actually played a game less than us, and Bishop Stortford, who are also on 25. It's the fixture congestion and the fixture arrangement in the National League North at the moment is all over the place. So it's safe to say January is relentless. We literally have a game every single couple of days. The calendar looks like this. It's literally Tuesday, Saturday. The squad is going to be tested beyond belief, and I think we've been a little bit unlucky given the fact our squad is as small as it is, and loads of games have been sandwiched into a small period because of other teams and their stupid waterlogged pitches. So today I thought we'd come back and we'd play 2 of probably the toughest games in this period. Southport, who are 4th away from home, Tamworth at home, who are 7th, in the hope that we can start scoring goals again. I've tried to tweak the tactics and just make us a little bit braver. We're going to move from balance to positive in games. I've changed the fullbacks to be more supportive and attacking when they were defensive before. I've pushed the midfielders forward a little bit and asked the wingers to be all-out attack, just to see if we can find just our goal-scoring touch again. We're fine going backwards. It's now going forwards, which is the tough thing. And in terms of transfers, we've huffed and puffed on a couple of deals, but none of which have proved to get themselves over the line. So we were recommended Bradley James, who was a former goalkeeper of Middlesbrough and was released, and he was, he would be a game changer at this level. Free agent, would be one of the top goalkeepers, and he didn't want to come. He frankly said, I'm not going to Darlington. And then we had Max Howells, who was a 19-year-old. He looks incredible. Again, would be great on the right-hand side, with Green on the other side. He didn't want to come here either. So a lot of the players we've looked at don't want to come, and a lot of the other players we've looked at either are too old or don't fit what we're trying to do. So we're going to stay patient, and we're going to continue to wait until the right players come along, and we're not going to rush and, make bids and buy players for the sake of it. I do like this guy though, Luca Colville from Scarborough. We want someone ideally who can play in the middle, because Ngandu I don't think's doing the job at the moment and could do with some competition. And we also need some competition on the right for Rivers, who of course is 30. So this guy, Luca Colville, could be someone we could look at. He might cost us quite a bit. I'm gonna make an inquiry, because simply put, 60k is way too much for us at the moment. Even if we scrolled our transfer budget all the way up, 27k is all we can afford, and it wouldn't give us any room wage-wise. So yeah, he might be a push. But we're adding all of these players to our shortlist in the hope that next season, when we push on, get more of a budget, we've got so many good players that we're starting to store in here, which will hopefully, if not this season, allow us to build an incredible squad for next season. But that's enough intro, enough catch-up, enough recap. Let's jump in to the first of the two games in this episode, away to Southport, who, albeit are playing well or are looking good in the league, haven't had good results of late. So here's the team then for the Southport clash. We've made quite a few changes, trying to just manage the squad and the match load. But Tommy Taylor's in goal. Jordan Windass is going to move to the right of the back four with Lees and Sakua in centre defence. Ben Headley comes in as the left back. As I say, we're encouraging them to push on a bit more, even if that's not what they naturally play. Ben Little is in there alongside Tom Platt, the club captain, comes in for Will Hatfield, who isn't 100% fit at the moment. Jared Rivers will start on the right. Harry Green's going to stay in on the left, despite not being fully fit and playing a lot of games of late. And we are going to play two up top today. I've took Ngandu out because his form's been pretty average, and I want to see how we go with two up top. And Mitchell Curry's form hasn't been good of late either. We've got a lot of players just out of form. So Jacob Hazel's come in for his first game in a while, alongside the top goal scorer Andrew Nelson, who is the only man who has remotely scored for us at all recently. So it's a changed up team, but this is what we're going to have to do for now, and we might just have to start looking at just squad players. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough in the National League North. It's tough to find players who want to come to our club and who will also make us better going forward. I don't want us to just buy players who are, good for this level and will keep us at this level. We want to get players in who are going to take us to the next level. Even though the goal this season is to simply stay up, we want to kick on. We want to look to the future. We want to buy young players. We want to sell them on. We want to get that ball rolling here at Darlington, and we may as well get it rolling straight away. But Southport were up there, one of the best teams in the league, but they've hit a real slump of late, 3 defeats in a row. I don't want to use the cliche of now is a good time to play them, but now is probably a good time to play them. So here's hoping that is the case and we don't suffer from another 0-0, because a lot of the games we've had recently have had barely any highlights in them. And it's looking like the theme is continuing, although we do have a highlight on 10 minutes. Ben Headley steps into midfield and completely loses the ball with a poor touch there. And it looks like Southport are going to be the ones taking the ball forward. Watson on the left-hand side. He's been allowed to cut inside and run and take his shot. And I think I'll be happy enough to let him shoot from there. Although he did cut inside and have a good run at the back four. Here they are on the right-hand side now. Walton plays it back to Kwanzaa into Bainbridge. Nelson does very well there, getting back, making a tackle. But Hazel again, another heavy touch. Breaking down. We just haven't got going again here. Crossed in. Keeper. Where's the keeper? Where's the keeper? The keeper's got to come out and claim that. He just stood still on his line. He didn't move. And that is an atrocious goal to concede from a goalkeeping point of view. It is worth noting as well, we're still unbeaten. We've not lost yet as Darlington manager. Lots of draws, but that was poor. I just assumed the keeper was going to come out and save it. He just didn't move. So that's really frustrating. Can we strike back quickly? Headley with a free kick. Oh, it's just over the bar. I just worry at the minute with how little we're scoring. Coming from behind is going to be maybe a little bit tough. And another free kick from miles out goes over the bar. Not really any good. We do have a corner. We seem to have reacted pretty well. Headley again with a set piece. It's headed up and it's over again. Probably the wrong choice. 4 shots on goal, none of which are on target. And again, there's just something not clicking up front. I don't know what it is. We're just not creating opportunities. And Hazel, again, well, he's got lucky there that the balls fell back to him, if I'm honest. Nelson has took things into his own hands. He's took a shot, but again, it's off target. Not testing the goalkeeper when he really should be hitting the target from there. That's 6 shots now and none on target. I mean, the momentum is all with us at the moment. It's a ball, but it's useless. It's in behind and it's a waste of a free kick. Cleared by Southport. Got to win that header. Second ball's there with Little. He plays it into Nelson. The 2 strikers, can they combine? Nelson's been forced wide here, and I don't know what that ball was. That was awful. Straight to the defender. There's just a little bit of a lack of quality, which I guess you can expect at this level. Here's Harry Green. We've not seen much of him since his incredible debut. And again, lacked the finish. As the commentary team said, off target again. Just no quality going forward at the moment. And we've had 9 shots. 9 shots. And the keeper has remained untroubled. And it's not like we're playing bad. It's just frustrating. It's a little bit frustrating, really, how the goals have dried up at the moment. And it looks like the first half's going to come to an end. And we are going to be 1-0 down. Southport have scored with their only shot on target, but at least they've had a shot on target. We need to give them some encouragement. They're very anxious. Yeah, you've got more to offer. Show them what you're about. Second half, and that's not really had the desired impact. I don't know if the honeymoon period's just petering away. They're not really reacting to what we're saying. I don't know if they're lacking a bit of confidence. That initial boost that we may have gave them when we came in has sort of, fizzled out a little bit. I mean, Hazel didn't look good, did he? We'll bring on Mitchell Curry, who himself has been through a bit of a drought. We spoke to him separately and sort of fired him up a little bit by giving him some honest criticism. But yeah, the key players, Rivers, who started the season, well, Harry Green, who come in like a house on fire. Nothing from them for a while now. We'll see how it goes until we have to pretty much go attacking and really just try and go for it. Just try and force something. We need just something to go in. 11 shots now, none on target. It's crazy. We'll encourage the team again. We'll put some floated crosses in because Nelson is very good with his head. As we approach the hour mark, are we going to go another game without a goal? Which isn't great. We're going to have to go attacking. It's a bit early, but I just feel like that's the only way we're going to just get anything going here. We do win the header. Nelson to Green. We need someone to produce a bit of magic from somewhere. There's loads of room at left back there. There was an overlapping run. Little. Here is Headley, who we are asking to push forward. Can he play it into Green, who's got all the room in the world? Green into the box. Squares it to Nelson. And finally, we've got the ball in the back of the net. We had to pretty much pass it into the goal. But I do not care. There's Headley pushing forward like we asked. Getting more bodies in the final third. Green took the ball all the way pretty much up until the goalkeeper come out. Squared it to Nelson. It's a sweaty FIFA goal, isn't it? But I couldn't care less. We have been, I'd say, the more attacking side. Southport have scored with their only shot on goal. They're going to score with their only other shot on goal here. Walton. This would be typical. Oh my God, it's just about cleared. We scramble it clear. But they're going to come again. I'm going to push us back to positive. I don't want us to use up all of our intensity. In fact, we will make a change because we've got so many fixtures. The more intense we are, the harder it's going to be for the players to just keep things going. I was going to say take Harry Green off. Can Jordan Mustoe play a bit further forward? Not really. Can Ben Headley play further forward? Not really. Can anyone play on the left? Oh dear. Will Hatfield, he can come in and probably help the Lord in midfield. He'll come in for his good mate Ben Little. And we'll swap him with Platt. Have Tom Platt playing as a ball-winning, supportive midfielder. The wingers, I'm worried about the wingers. But we don't really have the depth there to do it. So because we're on top and playing well, I'm going to just ask them to just keep going. Headfield, it's a floated cross. Keeper comes and claims with ease. I think there's another goal in this game. I just don't know who it's to. As soon as we get it, we're going to have to just slow things down and just contain the game, I feel. Here's Rivers. I'd like to see him get an assist. It's a great run from Rivers. He's been brought down. That's a penalty. It is a penalty. And it's going to be... Is it Ben Little stepping up? Come on. No, it's not. It's our top goal scorer, Andrew Nelson. And he puts it into the corner. The keeper doesn't move. And we've somehow managed to eventually persist and get the lead. It's a great penalty. The keeper looked completely lost. And Nelson gets the second. And I think what I'll do, and I'm just trying to find ways of preserving fitness, getting players off who need a rest. I'm going to swap him out for a defender. It might be early to go defensive. Ooh. And we'll drop Lawler into a back five. We won't go defensive as such, but we're just moving players around, getting them off the pitch, trying to manage the squad. But we won't go... We'll go balanced. And we'll swap to 5 at the back. I'm hoping that won't invite pressure onto us too much. And don't say that straight away. They've got a free kick. If this goes in, it will pretty much make the changes we've made look stupid. Josh Hamami, who I love, by the way. I had at York on my last FM career mode, and I might sign him again if I can. He's an incredible number 10, and I think could be great competition for Ngannou, and I don't believe it. Southport have equalised just after we make the changes. Absolutely typical. Even though we've bossed the game, created more than enough chances and took a striker off, they go and score instantly. I mean, there's 4 Darlington players around Carver. How has none of them managed to at least compete for the header? We'll go positive again. I'm not sitting back. I want us to go for the win. I just can't believe we've conceded. Look at our XG. I mean, theirs is pretty decent, to be fair. It's been a game of plenty of chances. Do we take a point from this game and just accept it? I mean, I don't know. But it looks like the game might be petering out and it could be just a point away from home. There are 6 minutes added on here, though, which is quite a chunk. We do have another substitution to make here. I mean, the players are... Oh, no, we don't. The players are absolutely on their backsides. But I don't think there's going to be another chance. It's going to finish 2-2. It's a shame that we lost the lead from a winning position, but we did come from behind, I guess. We rallied at the end to take the lead, but then instantly conceded again. It's a shame, but Southport are 4th in the league. So I'm going to say we didn't get the result we wanted, but you should be happy. We created enough, and that has gone down well. And I think that's exactly the right reflection on the game. They're a good side, and we've kept our unbeaten run going. We've come from behind. I'll take it, I guess. I just want to get away from the relegation zone as much as possible, and we're drawing a lot of games right now. So we're 1 point clear. A couple of the teams below us have games in hands on us, but we have game in hands on other teams. I mean, it's impossible to judge where we are at the moment. But I'm going to do this press conference and then we'll get ready for the next game at home to Tamworth. well, another sign of how tough we're finding getting players at the moment. We inquired for Luca Colville just to see if they were going to give us a number, and they flat out just said, we're not giving you a number, he's not going anywhere, which is fair enough, it's their player. But yeah, the wait for the right player goes on. I mean, this guy is someone we did want, but he's just too expensive. He's another one we're going to look to probably sign in the future. I am getting more and more enticed by this guy though, Tom Elliott. I just feel like we need an extra number 10, and he might be the answer. He can sort of play all over the front four. He is better as a winger. I guess he could come in, you know, in place of Harry Green on the left and Ngandu in the middle. So he's good for both positions. He is listed at the moment 5k, 5.25. He's a fringe player, so Buxton have no plans for him whatsoever. And I think just because of where we are and the resources we have, we don't get that many scout reports through. It's drips and drabs, and I feel like we might have to, just for the period we've got coming up, you know, it's going to be a very, very busy one. So let's have a little look and see if Tom Elliott would like to join us from Buxton. We will make an offer. 5.25 is what they kind of want. We're going to go in a little bit lower because they don't want him. He's a fringe player, and 4.5 they've accepted. We could have gone lower. I dare say we could have gone lower, but yeah, he's the sort of player who's versatile and is someone who can play in multiple positions. So let's start negotiations. I'll take a quick look at our wage structure. So yeah, £500 a week I think is probably right for a player of that kind of quality. We have got a director of football, by the way, I forgot to mention. Reese Billingsley. I introduce you to our director of football, who will give us a bit more help in the scouting department. Anyway, Tom Elliott, I feel like current ability is actually 3.5 star. He could probably take the number 10 spot from Ngandu if he's... Because Ngandu, I think he's rested on his laurels a little bit and assumed that position is his. We are going to drop it down, though, to £500 a week. We'll increase the signing on fee a bit. We'll sweeten it a bit with that. No agent fee, which is a good thing at this level. We'll remove unused and appearance fees. And I will say he'll get £100 for an assist bonus. We'll also increase the Team of the Year up to 2k and the top goal scorer. Let's just sweeten it up with a couple of these bonuses and try and drag down his wage. He still wants 675. That's not going to work, I'm afraid. We'll go down to 575. 650. Oh god, okay. We'll increase the signing on fee again and go in at 600. Okay. He is probably going to be one of our better players. He might go straight in. So we might have a new signing on our hands there. I'll keep an eye on that and see if he confirms his signing. And we will head to the game against Tamworth, who, albeit, are playing very well and have won 4 of their last 5. So here's the team against Tamworth, who look like a very good team, by the way. They've got stars all over, chemistry galore between their wingers, their fullbacks, their midfielders. I mean, I'm not putting a damper on it, but this could be very much the day our unbeaten start comes to end. This will be probably the biggest test yet. But we are going with Tommy Taylor, as always, in this between the sticks. He's been incredible so far, I've got to say. John Windass comes back in at wing back. Toby Lees will partner Jake Lawler in the centre of defence. He's come in for Jassim Sukar, who we are resting. Musto's back in at left back, so we've managed to, you know, manage the match load of the defenders a little bit, so they're looking a little bit fresher. Midfield is still tough though. Ben Little and Will Hatfield are still the two. They're just so good in that position. They have to start, and they're not too bad at the moment. Rivers will start on the right though. I desperately do think we need to bring in another winger to just help manage this load. And Gandu's back in as the number 10. He's a little bit fresher. The only man who isn't is Harry Green, who we are literally dragging every last iota of performance out of at the moment. And you could say the same with Andrew Nelson, who is just simply our best player and has to start when called upon. But we have got players on the bench who I've brought in in mind that a lot of these players are going to have to probably be took off at half-time. It is very tough at the moment to manage the workload. We are going to increase our tempo though, which will make things a little bit more intense, but I just feel like that could just, I don't know, increase us a little bit with scoring goals. It might help us in the goal scoring department a little bit. I know we got 2 last time out, but it was tough at times. So yeah, our home form is important to us. I'm happy to still keep the unbeaten run going. Another draw would be a bit annoying, but at the same time, it's better than losing. And we've not lost yet, which is quite crazy. But Tamworth are on good form. They've got very good players, very dangerous attackers. This would probably be the most impressive result yet if we could pull one out of the bag. They, of course, are just sitting inside the playoff places. I keep saying we're unbeaten. I mean in the league, by the way. Obviously, we did lose to Chorley in the FA Trophy. But anyway, we are underway at Blackwell Meadows. And as a lot of the games so far, it's a quiet start. We do seem like we've had the first shot on goal, though, which is a promising sign. But Tamworth now on the right-hand side, plays it into Finn. Quick football, gets Creaney into the box, and he puts it right into the top corner. That is a sign of Tamworth's incredible quality, and that's a finish from the very, very top. Just how quickly they worked the ball in from a throw-in. It was literally one touch, bang, bang, bang. Creaney loses his man, and it's a perfect finish into the top corner. And another theme is that when we do get goals in games, we often concede the first one and have to come from behind. That's what happened last time, and it's what's happening again. Musto, that's a dangerous header. Windass does well to nod it back to Taylor. But we do have to often come from behind in games. I hope Taylor rolls this out. Don't boot it up the pitch. But yeah, here's a bit of roundy ball. We've not seen much roundy ball on Harry Green. Well, that is absolutely dreadful. Maybe a sign of fatigue there that he just gives the ball away with ease. Gould down the right. They just look sharper. They just look a bit quicker. Finn's into the box. This could be 2. I mean, that's too easy. That is too easy. They just were able to walk the ball in, and I was worried this could be the first league defeat, and I think my worries are coming true. Because Finn, he gets away from Hatfield. Look at the room he's in here. How can they just pass the ball across our 6-yard box and tap it in? Not good. They're playing very well. Their best players are playing well. They're in form. This honestly could get ugly. And I think they've hit the bar. I'm worried. I'm very worried. Their right winger he's got an 8.5. Finn. Who is this man? He looks incredible. Ross comes in and Taylor makes a very good save. This could literally be a cricket score. Look at the stats. They're putting a lot of balls into the box, so we're going to trap them outside instead and stop crosses. I thought with their inverted wingers and inverted forwards they would cut inside a lot more. This guy looks ridiculous. Let me scout you. That's all we're doing. Most of the scouting we're doing is actually from games we're just watching as a manager. Finding players that seem to be really good. But we've come from behind in a lot of games. This would be, I think, a step too far. Tamworth have rocked up and played us off the park. And it's just Tamworth attacks. One after the other. Here's Finn again. Whips it in. And Taylor is keeping us remotely in this game. In fact, I think that hit the post. So we got lucky there. We do have a free kick. Can Hatfield produce a moment of magic? It's hit the crossbar. That's the sort of goal we needed to go in, really. Just to give us... look at the momentum. Dearie me, he is pulling the strings. Kyle Finn is absolutely pulling the strings. Finally, a Darlington highlight, or is it one where we're going to lose the ball and give it to Tamworth? This would be the best time to nick a goal. Going in one behind, despite being battered, would be a result if you ask me. Lawler plays it in a little. Can he find Nelson? No, he can't. Rivers now on the right-hand side. Nelson, get your ass in the box. The cross is blocked. But we are going to recycle and come again. Hatfield. It's a great run from Rivers, who's in the box, and that's got to be a goal. It's a great save. Corner. Someone get your head on this, please. Hatfield. It's up and it's out, but not very far. Lawler plays it back to Hatfield, and yeah. A brief spell at the end of the half, but we've been well and truly outplayed, and you can't really have any complaints. Well, you can, but they've been very good. But I'm disappointed we've not been creative enough. Our best player is our goalkeeper. Everyone else has been pretty darn average. We're going to bring on Solkeld. He's not played in a long time, but we're going to have him on as a wide target forward. And I'm going to see if we can focus on putting crosses into the box. Playing with more width. Hoping Rivers can start whipping some balls in from the right-hand side. I mean, they're not that knackered. The players who've come in, we're just running rings round us, to be fair. So we'll see if that can freshen things up. But if I'm brutally honest, this could get ugly. Hatfield plays it in. Headed clear. Rivers now. Back to Lawler. Lees. The only hope we've got is that they maybe get complacent and allow us back into the game. Lees plays it into Little into the box. Little, can he finish? He can finish. There's life in the old dog yet. Darlington back in it. Little with the goal, and maybe there is a chance. Tamworth very static there. They allowed Little to be played in, who beats his man, and that's a great finish from our centre midfielder. And he's gave us some hope. Are we going to be like the Boro team in our other careers, second half FC? Are we just going to turn it on second half? Here we are though, playing it out from the back. Is this going to be a bit of roundy ball here? No, it's not. No, it's not. Rivers has completely lost that. And Tamworth can now build. Here's Finn. I absolutely love that guy. He's someone I'm definitely going to be scouting. As they're now playing the ball around quite nicely at the back. Is it going to be a mistake, or are they going to carve us open here? No, Rivers with a very good challenge, winning the ball back after he arguably was the one who lost it. Back to Lees. Come on, boys, it's all a bit slow, and Gandu wins the ball. That was a questionable ball, but he won it. Here's Solkeld, who's a target forward, not someone we want on the wing, essentially, but he's kept hold of it. Cuts inside. Here's Little, who takes a shot! That's an absolute rocket! Ben Little has thought, you know what? We're playing terrible, we're getting dominated. I'm going to take the game by the scruff of the neck. And if you want something doing, do it yourself. Solkeld, substitute, cuts inside, and Little's thought, you know what? I'm absolutely pinging this into the bottom corner. And that's exactly what he's done. And you know what? Fair enough. We asked of the boys to improve, and they have come out second half and have basically said, we're going to get back into this game. Tamworth haven't killed us off. We're going to come back into it. Solkeld, by the way, who we've brought on for Harry Green, has been fantastic since he come on. So that is something to keep note of. But the game's quietened down a little bit. 70 minutes gone. We still look relatively fit out there, to be fair. Are we going to be the fitter team who are going to have the second wind? Let's see if there's another change we can make. Ben Headley's going to come on for Jordan Windass, who's looking a little bit tired. Ben Little's been tremendous. Both of them have. I'm not going to change the midfield too. I don't think there's any other changes we can make at the moment. I don't want to change the team too much, but we will freshen things up at right back. Is there a winner? Or are we going to draw again? And I'm not going to mourn too much if we do, given we were 2-0 down. And we looked like we were going to be absolutely smashed. But Tamworth now with a throw in their own half. It's hoofed forward, but it's aimless. It's to Lawler, who picks it up. Hatfield, Little. It's over the top to Rivers. Rivers is in! Rivers has scored! This is absolutely incredible. I cannot believe the turnaround from this team. I did not see it coming. I didn't believe that we'd be able to get back into this game, but Little playing it over the top. He's just took control of this game and he's absolutely turned it around, and we're now 3-2 up. And I think we're going to just hang on to what we've got. We do have room to make one more change. I deliberately didn't put many defenders on the pitch because I didn't think we'd need them. I thought the attacking players looked more tired. We're going to bring the club captain on for Johnny and Gandu. Drop him in front of the back four. We can't go 5 at the back, but we're going to have him as a ball-winning midfielder. We're going to have Ben Little, who has been an absolute star, drop back as a ball winner. And them 3 are going to hopefully protect. Can they be a little bit more protective of the back four? Is that too defensive? I'll keep them there. And we'll keep Headley as a supportive, but we will bring Musto back. I don't want to invite Tamworth on while we've got momentum. I don't want to switch it and go too defensive. I just want us to be wary. So I will go balanced. I tell you what, if we can pull this off, this would be remarkable. Come on, boys. Come on. Come on. Come on. What a win. What a win. How the hell have we pulled that out the bag? We were dominated. Tamworth will be wondering how the hell they've not come away with anything. Never mind the nothing. I mean, 1.3 XG, 3 goals scored. Clinical. The character shown by the team. Ben Little. My God. I cannot praise them enough. I cannot praise them enough. I'm proud. I am proud. I really am. Ben Little, where is he? I could kiss him. Where is he? Come here. Yeah. Your dominating performance there was spectacular. I can't believe we've just won that. A game of 2 halves is the achievement we've just got. I couldn't agree more. And that unlikely win puts us up to 15th. And suddenly, with games in hand around the teams that are in and around us, we could be looking at maybe getting into mid-table. Never mind surviving. I'm going to praise him again. Little, come here, mate. You were amazing. God, I could blow all the smoke up your ass. I don't care. That was unbelievable. And this guy looks good as well. Bailey Gouda. Could be a bit expensive, but we'll scout him. And he's another one to add to the shortlist for the future. But here's sort of a summary of where we are. So we come in here and we are 12 matches unbeaten as Darlington manager, which I think is incredible, and the momentum has just continued to tick over. In that time, we have had 6 wins, 5 draws. No, that's not right. 6 wins and 5 draws. That only adds up to 11. 7 wins. Apologies. 7 wins and 5 draws. So, although a lot of them draws could have been turned into wins, I'm not complaining. We have continued the incredible run and pulled a victory out the bag there that I did not see coming. So, what we will do is we might play the rest of January off screen and come back for the start of February with the games against Brackley and Alfreton. Although, to be fair, top of the league's coming up. Scunthorpe. So do I only play 2 off screen? Come back for Scunthorpe and Hereford? Are any of them our rivals? No, they're not. I'm looking out for some potential rival games. I mean, this is a Spennymoor and Blythe. That's a double I would definitely like to come back for. So maybe we play Scunthorpe and Hereford next time. Then I might play all of February off screen and we might come back for Spennymoor and Blythe. Is that too much of a... all of February off screen? Maybe. I'll see when we come back. But I am liking the idea of playing Scunthorpe because their story and their sort of fall down to this level has been quite incredible. But they do seem to be on the rise again. So we'll see. We might come back for that. We'll see where we're at. If we're still unbeaten, I think that will definitely be a game I'd like to show on screen. But yeah, next time out, we've got a game in hand, so that could help us get up the table as well. We will see how it goes. But so far, Rowney Ball is still doing the job. But other than that, guys, a big thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, do hit the like button and subscribe for much more. Of course, we do alternate Road to Glory and Project Boro day by day, so if you're interested in that as well and want to check out the other FM series on the channel, please do so. Comment below your thoughts. As always, a big thank you for watching. Do take care. I'll see you all in the next one.